Have you ever stopped and wondered where you really stand financially? Not how you feel about money, not how you look compared to others online, but where you actually stand by the numbers. Because everywhere we look, we're surrounded by signals. Social media shows people driving luxury cars, wearing expensive clothes, traveling nonstop. Movies make it seem like everyone is either broke or wildly rich. And everyday life quietly convinces us that struggling is normal. So naturally, we start asking questions. Am I poor? Am I middle class? Or am I doing better than I think? The problem is, most people are guessing. We use words like rich and middle class all the time, but very few people know what those words actually mean in real financial terms. And that confusion is dangerous because if you don't know where you stand, you can't know where you're going or how to get there. Today, we're going to remove the confusion. We're going to talk about net worth, break down the real wealth categories, and show you where most people actually fall, not where they think they fall. Some of these numbers may surprise you. Some may make you feel relieved. Others may completely change how you see money. But by the end of this video, you'll have clarity, and clarity is power. Before we go any further, we need to define one critical term: net worth. Net worth is not your salary. It's not how nice your house looks. It's not what car you drive. Your net worth is simple: everything you own minus everything you owe. Your assets, things like cash, savings, investments, property, vehicles, minus your liabilities, mortgages, car loans, student loans, credit cards. What's left is your net worth. That number can be positive, it can be zero, or it can even be negative. And that single number determines your financial position more accurately than income ever could. You can earn a high salary and still have a low or negative net worth. And you can earn a modest income and quietly build real wealth. That's why net worth matters. Now let's look at the big picture. According to Federal Reserve data, the median net worth of an American household is around $193,000. Median means half of households are above that number and half are below. But the average net worth is much higher, over $1 million. This gap tells us something important. A small percentage of very wealthy households hold an enormous share of total wealth. So the average looks impressive, but it doesn't reflect the reality most people live in. This is why comparisons are misleading. It's also why so many people feel behind, even when they're doing relatively well. Now let's break this down properly. The lower wealth group. The lowest wealth group includes households with a net worth between $0 and roughly $17,000. The median net worth in this group is only about $6. This group often lives paycheck to paycheck. There's little or no emergency fund. Debt is common, and interest costs are high. One unexpected expense, a medical bill, a car repair, a job loss, can cause serious financial stress. It's important to understand something here. Not everyone in this group is irresponsible. Many people pass through this stage temporarily. Young adults starting their careers, people paying off education, families recovering from setbacks. Net worth is not a permanent label, it's a snapshot. But life in this group is hard, and one of the cruel truths of finance is this: when you have less money, everything costs more. Higher interest rates, fewer options, less room to breathe. Next is the lower middle wealth group. Net worth here typically ranges from about $17,000 to $43,000 with a median around $27,000. People in this category usually have stable income. They may own a vehicle, they might have some savings, but they're still fragile. They are one serious emergency away from financial trouble. They earn too much to qualify for assistance, but not enough to feel secure. This is where many people feel stuck, working hard, doing the right things, yet constantly worried. Now we reach what most people imagine as the true middle class. Net worth here generally falls between $58,000 and $169,000, with a median around $145,000. These households often own homes. They have retirement accounts. They can afford occasional travel. There is stability here, but there is still caution. Budgets matter. Big decisions require planning. Job security is important. This group is comfortable, but not free. And that distinction is critical. Now let's pause for a moment. When you hear the word rich, what number comes to mind? $1 million? $2 million? $10 million? Most people assume wealth starts far higher than it actually does. The upper middle wealth group. The upper middle class, sometimes called the mass affluent, typically begins around $500,000 in net worth and extends up to about $2 million. This group includes professionals like doctors, engineers, executives, and business owners. They appear wealthy from the outside, but many of them don't feel wealthy. Why? Because as income rises, expenses often rise faster. Larger homes, luxury vehicles, higher taxes, more obligations. This phenomenon is known as lifestyle inflation. Many in this group are high earners but still dependent on their income. They are often called Henrys, high earners, not rich yet. The upper wealth group. True upper wealth typically begins around $2.6 million in net worth. This is where money starts behaving differently. Investments generate meaningful income. Work becomes optional over time. Financial stress drops dramatically. The top 1% generally falls between $6 million and $12 million in net worth. Beyond that, the top 0.1% wealth reaches tens or hundreds of millions. At this level, money compounds faster than effort. But here's the key truth. None of these categories are permanent. People move up and people fall down. The difference is rarely intelligence or luck alone. It's behavior. Spending less than you earn, avoiding unnecessary debt, investing consistently over time, resisting lifestyle inflation, and increasingly leveraging modern opportunities like digital platforms and content creation, where the upside is global. One more important factor, geography matters. A net worth that feels comfortable in one place may feel restrictive in another. Cost of living changes everything, which is why wealth is not just a number, it's context. So what does all of this mean for you? It means your financial position is not about labels. Being poor is lacking a safety net. Being middle class is having stability without freedom. Being wealthy is having options. True wealth is time, choice, peace of mind. Your net worth today is not your destiny. It's simply your starting point. And the fact that you're learning this means you're already ahead of most people. If you want to grow, if you want clarity, and if you want to build something real in this digital age, you're in the right place. Subscribe, join the community linked below. And remember, this content is for education only. I'm not a financial advisor. Your results depend on your actions. The numbers matter.